22 days. It's 528 hours. 31,000 minutes. And 1.9 million seconds. I've done well. I've done very well. So, I don't know what other things that I'm noticing about my body. I don't know about you guys, but everything's been pretty good. I feel good. I got this interesting thing that I want to do to add to this, and it's not something that I'm expecting you guys to do, but I do want to talk about it a little bit in this particular episode on this particular day. I am going to do another 30 days of going without something. Now, quitting smoking, that's something that I plan on being permanent. And if at any point I relapse on that, I will continue quitting until I'm able to quit permanently. All that being said, I'm looking to experiment a little bit. I have gotten more and more curious as the years have gone by to whether or not I could ever really handle a vegetarian or a vegan diet. I was the kid that grew up super skinny. Matter of fact, I think I could see my rib cage all the way up until I was about 26 years old. I started getting a little bit of chest meat on me, and still thought I was invincible, and I was just gonna get weight in all the right places at that point. And here I am, just days away from hitting my 35th birthday, and I've got a pot belly, man. I have this big old belly, and it sprung up out of nowhere, and it sucks because I don't like being shaped that way, where I'm skinny in just about every other area and then just have a belly. And it's kind of Homer Simpson look, the dad bod. I don't want that. So I've been thinking of ways of dealing with that, and been harshly judging my own diet. I spent 35 years eating whatever I pleased, and at this point, I think I need to be more responsible about that. So some of the things I've considered removing from the diet, or taking a break from, or drastically cutting back, is soda. Soda's one. Dairy products, so milk, cheese. I'm a cheese fanatic, so that will probably be the most difficult part of this. And then meat. Always been curious if I could remove meat from my diet, and lately I've kind of felt like I could do that. I don't know if I just haven't had supremely cooked meat lately, or what the case is. Excuse me. But I found myself getting to the point where I seriously think I could go a month without eating meat and not miss it. I do not know what my body will do after 24, 48, 72 hours without it. I don't know what crazy stuff my mind will start doing either. My mind might convince me that I absolutely have to have it, similar to a nicotine withdrawal. It might be the same kind of situation. I've never went 30 days without meat. I've definitely never went a week without meat or cheese or dairy. I've went a substantial amount of time without soda though, and there's a reason for that. I ended up having my molars shatter on me. I bit into a hot dog that had a piece of bone in it. It was one of the cheap, store brand hot dogs, and they had just a piece of bone or gristle that had been chopped up, and I bit square into it in the middle of my molar, cracked that bad boy in half, and that sucked. And the second time that happened, I was chewing gum in the theater. I was actually watching the second Matrix movie and cracked another molar in half just by chewing gum, either sides of my mouth. One of them required a root canal, and one of them ended up being an exposed nerve that kind of felt like a gummy bear just sitting in the middle of my tooth that couldn't help but hit with my tongue. I had no dental insurance, so I went with that nerve exposed for maybe a year and a half before I went and got fixed. But that happening to my teeth kind of freaked me out and made me switch over to Gatorade and sports drinks and juices, even though I know juice is not good for your teeth either. But it really made me shy away from soda. So I know it can be done, and I'm not too concerned about that one. It's the cheese, man. It's the cheese. Cheese is going to be super hard to give up because it's delicious. It's fantastical. But I'm interested. I'm interested to see how it goes, and I think I might even do a same thing, kind of like an audio diary of how I feel and what kind of changes I notice. And it'll be a little bit different than this one because, well, it's different subject matter, and B, it won't be my second time doing it. It will be my first. And my son's going to join me for it as much as he can. He does have 2 households that he lives at. I'm not sure if the second household wants to get on board, but he's super interested in losing weight. He is not like me. He is not, the skinny kid that can't put on weight to save his life. He has gained a little bit of weight, more than he would like to have, and he would like to do something to fitness himself up, and I'm all for it. So if he's game for trying this, which he says he is, I am as well. So let to see how that goes. And I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess I could still post on Quit Rich, because one of the addictions and habits is food. It was more tailored towards what we spend on going out to eat and spending on restaurants. But I guess somewhere it could still kind of fit in with that subject material. Although I do hear that trying to eat quote unquote healthier and to accomplish things like what I'm setting out to accomplish, I hear it is a little bit more expensive. But I'm going to try and go for frozen vegetables as well. Try to do things that, I don't think I'm going to go the complete unprocessed route or whatever the case may be. I'm not going to go completely organic. I'm not ready to take that step yet. I don't think my wallet's ready to take that step yet. But I do want to see if I could just remove some of those dietary facets. So that's really all that's on my mind today. I kind of just been thinking about it, deciding whether or not I want to commit to it. And since we're coming up on the end of this 30 days and I have a brand new month ahead of me, yeah, why not? And maybe this is something that I continuously do throughout the year and just try it out, check it out. See if these things can be done. See the true strength of my mind and how much, whether or not if I set my mind to something, I can actually achieve it. Am I the master of myself? And I certainly feel that way this far into quitting smoking, 22 days in, not having a cigarette, not touching a cigarette, and still being around smokers and feeling good about not being a smoker anymore after having a 2-decade-long reign over my mind and body. Yeah, I kind of feel like I can do anything I set my mind to right now. So that's it for the day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Congratulations on getting so far, and good luck to you. Stay strong.